What's going on YouTube? This is your boy Lightning, one half in duo. The other half is back there playing Smash.
Yeah.
Basically. I'm gonna wait a little bit because this is just this a topic that came up that I wanna, as usual, have to debunk because most YouTubers, of course the popular ones, again my video ain't gonna get that much views, but most popular YouTubers just parrot a lot of other people's stuff. They don't really do independent research. Not even that. Games Media don't even do that, which is sad. So I wanna. It's basically about the current. You call it the current topic that's going on right now. So, but if anything else, let me see. I am gonna have before that happens. Let me just see if anybody comes in to talk about it. So if not, then I'll just say what I have to say and move on. But as of now, like I said, there is basically we are enjoying Smash. Katie basically 100% Smash in about 26 hours. What a light! So that one, that's it can be done. I mean, how your experience was it?
Good.
It was good.
No, it was good.
I got you. Annoying but good. Well, what was the most annoying part?
Future video, not multiplayer part.
No, what was that annoying part?
Just zooming in with the maps and stuff.
Okay.
I mean, that was the most annoying part because to try and clear every battle, you can't really zoom out a good amount of way. It's either you stay there or zoom out to the entire battle.
Okay.
And those certain battles are good.
That is true. Certain battles are annoying. Any fans about that? But you got through it, so.
Future video soon.
Future what?
Future video soon.
Soon?
Yes.
Oh.
Discussion.
You gonna have a discussion about it?
Review.
Huh?
Of my thoughts.
Okay.
Something.
No, I got you. Okay. That's cool. That is cool. Then I, the point that killed me too is like I said, everybody follows everybody else, doing the same story. So, I mean, people, I've seen everybody talk about the whole soldier stuff. I really don't care. Let the fool get sued. I don't care. You want to go and do a Nintendo Game Boy look-alike and everything and think that you can get away with it? Go right ahead. Hey, if you want to be stupid enough to do that, go right ahead. You want to get into the lion's cage, go ahead. What up, 2083? Go right ahead. But so now I'm not talking about that fool with his stupidness. But the one I'm talking about, the topic I want to talk about is something a little, that everybody recruits the same old thing, and I talked about this in my the best the Nintendo had the best year ever in 2017 video, but I want to reiterate something here because of what's going on now. But just chit-chatting for a second and before anything. Also, I finished up my project. It took a while to do it. If you guys follow me on Google Plus, you're gonna see that it took a while to get it done. Half of it was it was basically because of two things. One is because of the and I could search from Google Plus, at least that I could do. One was because of is because I'm super busy, and another one is because I am those just it has small screws. That's just what it is. So let me see if I can do it here. So the project that took me a while was this right here. Finally got the D-pad, and I got the see-through. I bought the kit for $14.99. Well, it came out to be about almost $20 because I had to buy a toolkit because after I seen I couldn't handle the small screws, I bought a toolkit for also like I think $9. So basically about $23 all in total. But so far it's been working pretty good. So I turned my regular gray switch that came on my switch, the regular gray Joy-Cons, and took them out. In the meantime, when I was wrong, I had me some yellow Joy-Cons. I mean, some yellow Joy-Cons that I bought. That was pretty, yellow and blue is basically my favorite colors. So I had that, but I had to get this got this kit. Taking this apart, I'll do a little video about it too. Some pictures of where I had it, like these things and screws, whatever. My thing about it, but if you have the patience and the time, you could get it done. But man, it was little pain. So that's what it is on my Switch right now. But the kit came with the color buttons and having the D-pad. Of course, I still have the yellow Joy-Cons in case anything, because I did not know if I was going to do a full transplant that nicely. But like I said, it took me it mostly was because of the small screws and the time that just did that. What up, Mailman? It took me a little while to get these small screws in, and you can ask Katie. I ain't gonna lie with you. At some point, because it's hard to get the head on some of the screws. I gave up a couple internal screws. It does shake a little bit, but not too loud.
As long as it still works.
Yeah, as long as it works. Yep. Still setting my baby in. What up, Double A? All right, I think that's good. Three enough is good enough. I just wanted to get people here so we could talk about this topic that everybody can talk about. So just want to have a conversation with you guys. So, but like I said, it took me a while, got it done. So Switch is looking nice. This is basically my own Christmas gift to myself. Working hard to get it. They have the colors of the Nintendo color, NES, and the D-pad. So far it's good. I need to maximize it and test it. I need to maximize and test it. What do you call it? Maximize and test it against fighting games and stuff. 'Cause that's mostly why I got it for one of the reasons. So I need to get Dragon Ball FighterZ that I have and see if the slide works pretty good. I mean, mobile mode and everything. So today's topic is something that, again, I said it once and again. YouTubers are not game journalists. Game journalists are not game journalists themselves. I proved that in the last video when you saw that this game journalist contradicted himself multiple times in his own article. Nobody really proofread stuff no more. And I'm not part of that. But the point is, I'm not a games journalist. So It's kind of funny that the guy's number to reiterate what happened. That had me laughing was the number one reason why this number one problem on the Switch was they didn't have a an achievement system like Sony and Microsoft. Even though in the paragraph right after he says the achievement system is overrated, but it's number one. The system is the number one complete. And then in the bottom part said, what did he said? Can you contradict himself a second time? Oh, but it's not a major problem. I was like, what? How you just do double in your own paragraph, dude?
I mean, it's not a problem, but at the same time, it's not a problem. But let me tell you, it's not a problem. I'm just saying. But I don't really want it, but I'm just saying.
It's just so crazy to contradict yourself once, okay, twice in the same paragraph. That was ridiculous. Holy smokes! Okay, so let's get to it. So the story that everybody's talking about, from your Rich to you RG85 to your Spawn Wave to all these guys, everybody is talking about. Everybody's talking about the Switch being the fastest seller, which I hate that, the fastest selling system this generation, which is so stupid. And of course, everybody's talking about, oh, this is the 8th generation. Let's get this straight first. We're in the 9th generation. The Switch is the 9th generation console. Everybody got it. Oh, power means the next generation, which is so stupid. If that's the case, then the PlayStation Pro and the Xbox 360, the PlayStation 4 Pro and the Xbox One X would be the next generation. Wouldn't it be if it's another upgrade to power? If that's all y'all talking about? And let's get this straight. How the game media has covered this up, which I don't like. So in the same article we did with G4, they're talking about, oh, it's only 720 dot. Nintendo, even with the Wii U, Nintendo only said we will give you HD. That's all Nintendo said. We'll give you HD. They didn't promise anything bigger than that because they ain't stupid. But Sony and Microsoft said we're gonna give you 60 frames per second, 1080p. Did the Xbox One did that? No. Did the PlayStation 4 did that? No. The Wii U was the only game that did that with Smash 4. The only console did that in that time period, in that or whatever. The only time you get close to the 1080p 60 frames is when you jump up to the PlayStation 4 Pro and Xbox One X. And now they're starting this bullcrap with saying that, oh, the next set of consoles is going to do 4K 60 frames. And I guarantee you, gamers gonna fall for that crap. That's gonna be the nonsense. They're gonna fall for that nonsense and say, "Oh, this is gonna be 4K 60." Y'all go wait for that promise. Nintendo told you from the get go when it's undocked, the Switch is gonna be 720p. That's gonna be the lowest. And it's done, and it does a good job right now. That's what you're playing it right now on dock 720p. Do you care that it's not 720p, that 1080p?
I care that I play the game.
Oh, you hear from my sister. Just playing the game is fun enough. Once the game works, which is funny too. Side note, shout outs to Game Ranks. They did a top 5 list of things you should not buy games for 2018. I was doing a list to what to buy, whatever. And they dedicated to number 5. They said you should not buy for 2018 Fallout 76. I was like, wow. Anything else was generic, but Fallout 76 was its own thing. Don't buy Fallout 76. That's the worst gift to give to somebody, unless they're your enemy. Dang, that is ridiculous. So, with that said, so you're gonna go through this nonsense with that. So the PlayStation 4 Pro came out, the Xbox One S came out, then X. All this came out, and they gained checkerboard and all that other nonsense for 4K, which they ain't. They just basically gained 1080p, close at 60 frames, kind of. And again, there's no such thing as locked because the frame rates are not locked because of certain things. But anyway, I've already just digressed from that set in already. But the Nintendo Wii U was only 6 months short from its average lifespan, which is that was killing me. Like they're thinking like, oh, Nintendo called it quits on the Wii U quick. 6 months before it works out the best, really, technically speaking. So they're in the next generation. We're in the next generation of console. They don't want to acknowledge it because they're looking for power as the only thing, but playing the game well. But we're in the ninth generation, folks. Nintendo Switch is the ninth generation console. And Nintendo Power is just the console that precedes the next console. You have a different cartridge, you have a different ecosystem, you have a different style of game, everything. It's over to that side. The Wii U does not exist. I know that's how they do it. And the next console will finally do 1080p. All right, Melvin.
Oh my gosh, really? Wait. Gotta hop down to the nearest Best Buy then.
I know, right? And most of Nintendo's console games done 1080p. Fire Emblem, Mario, and again, Nintendo. The next generation Switch could be the first 1080p portable console. That could be true. I've talked about that before. If Nintendo wants to go to a high resolution screen for the portable and do a Switch 2 or something, which I've said, yeah, they could do that. But the thing that killed about that is like there's been last year when in 2017 they released a lot of games like that, and Katie could tell you right now, Nintendo, if you have a 4K TV, I've said it before, they did it with the Wii U. They use 4K assets. Because if you put that game on a 4K TV, you see some real fine details. You see, right?
You see everything.
I mean, it's the details on it is crazy. Even back when it was in the Wii U, when they took 4K pictures of fruits in Pikmin 3, and it looked remarkable. And then what was it, Mario with the Mario 3D Land with the rain effects? Like, telling you. So they use 4K assets, but again, people don't understand. Until a 4K signal hits it, you won't see the detail as it is. But there are some fine details in that when Nintendo does the games. And if you have a 4K TV like I do, you see some really crazy stuff in there. But again, the attention to detail I like. I'm not a resolution person. As long as, just like my sister said, as long as the game plays and there's no hiccups, I don't care. Hell, one of the games I've been playing the last couple months, weeks, has been Horizon Chasers Turbo, and that's simple polygons and stuff. It ain't nothing super fancy, but it's colorful and it looks good enough, and the game plays. So that's where it stands. But so this generation thing is just stupid. It is the fastest selling console in this generation. I mean, you know what? Let me colorful. Oh no, yeah, jabroni, right? Let me see if I could find this thing so I could show you guys. Everybody's like, yes. I'm trying to see because it's been coming up with. Like I said, everybody's coming up with that. yeah, like I see, you have Rich, you have RG85, you have best-selling console of this generation. I give you a view, you fat bastard. Just want to show you. Yeah, prepare your eyes as usual. 'Cause, you know he's a fat bastard. But just to that's and everybody's going off of this stupid thing. As you can see right here, best selling the Nintendo Switch, the fastest selling console of the 8th generation. RG85 has it. Spawn Wave has like, and there's a lot of people that has it. Has the video as well too. Has a video saying the same thing with the yeah. They're saying the same thing, and like I said, I could go more and more, and you can go to those sites if you wanna, but I'm saving people's brain cells a little bit. But I do want to show something. Give me a second here. Let me state this out carefully. The Nintendo Switch, I said it in like I said in that video, the Nintendo Switch is the fastest selling console of all time. I can't believe that. Can you believe that, Katie? You ain't gonna be a smart ass. Because the game media, just like certain news organizations, whatever, they like to do certain things that is messed up. This is the bad timeline, I tell you. So let me show you what I'm talking about, and and trust me, it's ponderous. Let me show you how deep this rabbit hole goes. And that's why everybody repeats the same thing and don't talk about. Repeats the same thing and do not talk about the truth. One, and that's one of the reasons our channel ain't gonna grow, because I talk the truth. God forbid. And they want to be a revisionist history. But I'm not. It's weird how that works. Gaming media and YouTube are the same. YouTubers are the same. I feel like I'm watching a branch of clones when 20 people say the same thing on YouTube. Yes, it is. So let me show you how deep this little rabbit hole goes. PlayStation does a weird thing, as you guys know already they do. So I'm gonna let me show you. So you go PlayStation. Sony's always been doing this, and it is annoying. They always do this thing, which you're seeing on the screen now, through Wikipedia, and they'll be doing it. I don't have to use Wikipedia. I'm gonna use real things you'll see in a minute. They always do sales through hardware sales through. They never talk about the sales of the stuff. They always talk about how many units ship. They never tell you the number they need to tell you. Okay? They don't. And it's super annoying that they do that. And games media just go along with it. Well, we ship 80 million worldwide. Okay, how much you sold? Ship is better. Sold is different. Nintendo tells you sold. They tell you ship. That's the thing that's annoying as hell. And people always go, oh, wow, this is the one. You're right, Melman. Get those clicks. But I don't know if this is going to be what do you call it, a helmet situation. But I know doing research is something a lot of YouTubers don't really do. Again, I'm not even getting paid for this. They do, but hey, Sony, some users get leaked. Yeah, I saw that. Nah, hey. Some users got leaked, information got leaked, and it showed in GTA, Minecraft, FIFA, where the most played games are not exclusive. Well, no duh. Come on, Sprite, you know that. We all know that. Who did not know that? Right? Please. So they always do that stuff that I don't like, shipped and all that stuff. It's just annoying that they do that. But the reason I say fast is let's go to a Forbes article because I want to show you something. Because this is funny right here. So switch to the first. Switch sold 9 months, 7 days, sold 10 million. All right, this is Forbes. They talk about the fastest selling console. So they go to 10 months. Okay, it's funny how that works. That regard, they go to 10 months. If you're gonna do something, you mostly go. That's an arbitrary month, but 10 months. PlayStation sold 8 months, 29 days, basically almost 9 months. The Wii sold that in the Wii sold that in 9 months as well. 10 million years. So this is what people go off of when they're saying, oh, the fastest selling console, 10 months is this arbitrary number, which is weird. How about we go with a year? That will make a difference. The fastest selling number with a timeline, you go to a year. And let's give a caveat, as they said right here, and I gotta give it to them. Sony did it with 2 full holiday, while Nintendo only had 1. 2 full holidays. So you had 2 Christmas, 2013, 2014. 2 full holidays. All right? Nintendo did it in 1. So let's get that straight. Let's put that caveat in there. So let's get that straight. So let's go from that to, and I'm gonna use, because I had to, as you can, if you can see the tabs, I had to go through a lot of freaking IR pages for Sony just to get this thing, because they do, and they don't even tell you certain things, which is a pain in the ass. And that's what I say I hate when they do that. Microsoft does the exact same thing to Nintendo, because it's a game console. They tell you everything up front, unlike other, companies. Gasp! Tell you the truth, instead of hiding it behind other stuff. So Nintendo, let's see here. So let's look at a year. Let's just check a year. So if we go to a year, right? They sold 13 million a year. As this article was in 2017, and I've said, well, Nintendo's goal to sell 14 million projects as well. So 13 million PlayStation 4s were sold within a year. Okay. Let's go to some information. Like I said, with Nintendo, I could go simply bam and find a freaking thing. With Sony, I gotta go through a bunch of stuff to get the daggone information I needed, which is that right there. I'm telling you, Sony. But anyway, so let's look at this. This is Nintendo's. All right. They sold 15.05 million units in 1 year. Again, Sony had 2 holidays. Nintendo had 1. They sold 15.05 million in their first year. Sony sold 13.7 in their first year. And then it was weird. And again, this is what Sony does, which I don't like. This is their thing. So within 2 years, Sony sold 17, as you can see down here, I got it highlighted. PlayStation 4 hardware units, 17.7 million. Nintendo's going to surpass, the Switch has already surpassed that. This is Sony's, I'm going to slide up right because there's a lot of pages. This is Sony's stuff. Sony investors relationship. That's Sony saying this stuff. I'm not making this stuff up. So the fastest selling console is the Switch. Not for this generation, for all time. Sony PlayStation 4 had it, and the Switch came and took it over. So ain't no 8 gen. It's the fastest selling console for the 8th generation. It's the fastest selling console of all time. That's it. Stories there, stories done. But everybody, as I said, you go to YouTubers and you see all the YouTubers talk that stuff right there. And again, congratulations to Sony for selling that much, and congratulations to, like I said, I give props to anything to props. Like I gave props to Red Dead Redemption 2, selling that much. And now you got, Smash Brothers, of course, fast, which we know that was going to happen. The fastest selling game on Switch is Smash. Duh. You know that was going to happen. Over 3 million in the first 3 days. That's not bad. And once again, Nintendo gonna make most of that money themselves. Compared to, with that. Then they have to share revenue. That's when Sony and Microsoft make most of their money from third parties. And the IR pages said that. I did a video about with Microsoft, and you can go to Sony's IR pages and they tell you the same thing. They make most of the money from Sony makes them Sony, PlayStation, Xbox. Third parties first. Second party, and Microsoft really don't have that much. PlayStation do. Second party is second. Indies is third, and exclusive is fourth for both consoles in the flow of money. Nintendo, the first party, which makes sense, is the biggest. Is the first party is the biggest. Makes the most money. Then comes indies, because like I said, they made 38.9 billion in the 6 months of the first year of this thing, which is just of their quarter of 2017, which is ridiculous. 2018. I'm sorry, 2018, which is ridiculous. I showed it in the financial videos a while back. And then comes second party, then comes third party. That's how their flow goes. And again, my point is, we need. I have no problem having all the consoles, because again, I want Xbox. Microsoft is buying all these studios. I hope for the next generation, when it starts up, whenever the console they're gonna do it, and we're gonna be to the 9th generation or whatever, that they have a bunch. They have all these studios. They make good games. The PlayStation, exact same thing. I mean, we're gonna see they're gonna push some games back for the PlayStation 5, and hopefully they're gonna sell some games as well. Hey, lazy one. But that's what I've just doing all right, sir. Doing all right. Just basically setting some records straight and doing some journalism. Even I don't get paid for it. So the Nintendo Switch is the fastest selling console of all time. It's not the fastest selling console. You know what? It's the fastest selling console. 8th generation, 9th generation, 7th generation, 5th generation, 6th generation, 4, 3, 2, 1. It's fastest selling within a year. I don't like how it's funny how you go to an arbitrary 10 months, but then when you go to a year, it's a big freaking difference. You go to 2 years, it's even surpassed that, because the Switch surpassed the PlayStation 4 within already before it hit the 2-year mark, while the PlayStation 4 in 2 years did 17.7 million. And again, that's Sony. That's Sony's numbers. I'm like I said, I went through. I'm showing you right there. Went through their financial holdings to find. This is all Sony stuff to find, and the numbers I was talking to look about. Which is just boy, do you gotta dig deep to find that stuff. I'm just letting you know it's all their holdings. It's Sony financials. So they did again so they sold 13.7 within the first year, and Nintendo sold 15.05 million. That's fast. That's a faster selling to me. Don't you ain't it? if Sony sold 13.7 the first year, Nintendo sold 15.07. 05. Ain't Nintendo the fastest selling? And in 2 years, this PlayStation sold 17.7. Right now, Nintendo's at as the last check. Nintendo's at let's go again a little bit. They had 22.8 million from the halfway mark of their financial this year. So they already surpassed. They surpassed it more by the time. Are they gonna get to 80 million like Sony, whatever, sold and stuff? I don't know. I don't think they will do it with the Switch by itself because people get angry. We've already seen already the whole underpower, blah blah blah, and all that crap stuff. But it's already surpassed that already. I'm curious about. I ain't got the time to go through. I ain't got the time to go through all that. Just look. I mean, no disrespect to you, 23. I mean, okay. We could go by the Forbes, and we could see. Let's see this right here. Let's see Forbes here. I hate again. We use the ship crap. Why do they do ship? I want sold. I don't want to ship. But anyway, let's you extrapolate. You do extrapolation. So Xbox One took a full year to ship 10 million units, not sell through. We don't have the data for those exact numbers. I could find the data, but as you can see right here, as I showed before, I have to go through too much stuff to find Sony stuff. I can tell you that. So and Microsoft is just as exclusive as that. When I did my thing about they sold for their financials of the that they only made 50 million while billion, while Sony Nintendo did 34, showed you the difference. So you can extrapolate from that one to 83. Sorry, it's gonna take a while to go through all that nonsense, and I ain't got the time for that. Again, because I was like, why is it so hard to find this? How to do searches and everything to get the daggone numbers. It won't take that long. It'll just take like maybe about 20 minutes, if anything, so I can find the time and everything. But again, I just wanted to prove my point because everybody, as Mir Sprite said, everybody repeats the same thing. Yeah, one news says that, and then everybody does it. Just like you see the whole Soldier Boy stuff. Soldier Boy comes out, everybody's talking about it. Why? I don't care. Why do I care? I ain't gonna buy none of his products. And again, he's gonna get sued. Let him get sued. Imagine how many Switch and Smash Bros were shipped. Okay, now you're being a jabroni, Melman. It's good. That's why I wanted like a ballpark, and that's enough info. Yeah, if like I said, if they didn't sell, then that ship through it and everything. So yeah, the Wikipedia is not the best sent through on this. Because of course we know how Wikipedia is. You could get something the dates you could get, of course, but I don't like how they do certain things. People's gonna change whatever. But like I said, but I went to like I said, straight Nintendo page, Nintendo IR pages, straight Sony pages. like I said, you go here, you go to the whole ends, you go to and then you put in PlayStation. That's what I did, and go through to find all the stuff I need to find. But my goodness, man, to get to that, then you gotta go through this. Then you have to download. As you can see, what stuff I downloaded here. If you can see on the page, I don't even know if you can. Yeah, all these pivots and everything. I download these and convert them so you can understand them, and then get them to the point that you can get so you can see English and understand the words. There's a pain in the butt. And this what? How much pages is this freaking thing? Like I said, to get all that, which is holy smokes, all this. All this is the we call it. All this is say music and publish network. You know, like it gives the whole detail. Like all this is Sony stuff for the last from till 2011. There's a lot of pages. 69 pages up. I see it up at the top. I wasn't paying attention. 69 pages right up there. Just to go through that stuff. Anyone who got so it was just looking for views. Yes, that's you're 100% about that. It is the views. That's all it's about. So I ain't saying nothing. I'll let them do what they gotta do. But once again, little old Liger have to prove game media wrong. Because they don't do something. And again, as I told Sprite and other people, if the game media doing this, you think the real media, like your MSNBC, your Fox, your CNN, all that stuff, get things right too? Oh boy, nope. You gotta do your own independent research a lot of times. Telling you. So, with that said, right there. If anybody have any more questions, I'll leave it at that. But the fastest selling console of all time, the Nintendo Switch. That's what it is. And I don't like how people use that narrative of making it 10, the first 10 months. That's such an arbitrary number. What about that 5? What about whatever? First year is better to me. And then you will see it keeps on going. That's the way I look at it. IGN equals CNN. Oh, you're so wrong, AA. Here comes the fire and the pitchforks, then LOL. Since it's a Nintendo's consoles. Hey. I think Triple M said it the best when I was talking to him. He said when it comes, people cannot get. It's so weird how people cannot get accurate on Nintendo's accolades. They always messes it. They're always inaccurate about it. And these guys profess to be I am the biggest Nintendo fan and all that stuff. And I've been a fan. I know stuff like again. Nobody was talking about financials before I did. Then you see people talking about financials now because they want to do certain things. But then even when they talk about financials, they skip other stuff like the Capcom stuff I talked about, or again Sony Microsoft, like how Microsoft did 15.4 and Nintendo did 34. What is it? 34 million. So billion. So it's like, huh? Did you try to free to play Street Fighter 5? Yeah, again, man, you've been a clown. I ain't touching that game with a 10-foot pole. The first console that sold every major first exclusive. I got it. I'll do that video. I will do that video and talk about it, and do a little video about it. But every console, every video, what do you call it? Every major exclusive for Nintendo, every Nintendo exclusive in 2017 sold 1,000,000. No other console did that. Everyone did it, and it was a lot. It was every exclusive, a lot of exclusive. Zelda Breath of the Wild, Mario Kart, Splatoon, Splatoon, ARMS, Mario Rabbids, which is a second party, but Mario Rabbids is exclusive. But Mario Rabbids Kingdom, Fire Emblem, Xenoblade, Pokken, DX, all of them sold 1,000,000 within a year. It's crazy how that works. But let me see. So now that will be the narrative: sales in total consoles or sales in total games, depending on where the wind blows. Most moving goalposts. You're exactly right, sir. Moving goalposts. Well, with that said, let me see. I get that I could do 30 minutes, so I'm gonna send a link to Utrip Sprite, the local spot, if you want to do an after chat. But everybody else out there, if you just join in, go back in the video and see as I prove what I proved from Sony IR pages and Nintendo's IR pages. Fallout 76 or Sea of Thieves. I'll play Sea of Thieves. At least it ain't broken. You know that the Kraken is a monster up top of the water, but nothing below the water. At least that, yeah, it's just super boring, but Fallout just broken. Close to 200 gigs to install on your console. That is crazy. That is crazy. Y'all can keep that nonsense. Y'all can keep that nonsense. Holy smoke. Ain't no game gonna be worth that to me. Ain't no game gonna be that to me. That I'm gonna do that. That is ridiculous for a game that size, and it's still broken. Just in case it is. But again, Sprite, Anderson Trip. If you guys can't make it, it's all right. But yeah, I just send the link to the usual spot if you just want to do after chat, whatever other thing. But boring or broken or both in the future. That is true. That is 100% true. But again, to reiterate, the fastest selling console of all time is Nintendo Switch. Sony sold 13.7 million within a year. Nintendo sold 15.05 in a year. Sony sold 17.7 million in 2 years. Nintendo in a year and a half has sold 22.8 million. That's the fastest. Is it going to be the highest? I doubt it, because the PlayStation 2 has the highest selling console of all time. Again, give a nod to the console that does it. With the 155 million. So good. And the DS was close behind that. But yeah, I'll give the nods to PlayStation 2 having the highest selling console of all time. So nods to them. But let's just get facts right. That's the whole point. What about the debt? Are we talking about that? They got debt, all right. But that's Sony as a whole, because if you saw what like I did IR page, you see how they do everything so weirdly that they don't want to show out certain things, and they have the nuts to drop a loot box in their broken game. Hey, let's not even talk about it. Red Dead Redemption 2 has its own loot box, and it's going to be online, and they already don't have their loot box and all that craziness going on already with Red Dead Redemption. Just like GTA Online, like the only reason GTA Online has made the most money in media is because of GTA Online, GTA 5 Online. It was because of GTA 5 by itself. I hate, and that's another one in news. They do that. God, they just lie to you. It was online, and it takes you about $30 to $40 to buy a friggin' plane. Like example, want to buy a plane to fly around? It's $40 to do that. I ain't doing that. I ain't paying no $40 for a virtual plane to fly around. It's just as bad as in Need for Speed when we have the you had to pay money, real money, to get virtual gas. Freaking hell. That was just as bad. Good. Yeah, I'm almost finished here too. But yeah. So, oh well. Huh? Oh, Majima. Yeah, Addison uses Majima. I hear you. So.
Damn thing.
Huh?
This headset.
Oh. Got you. Well, like I said, with that said, I've proven my point. I'll keep on moving. You guys enjoy the rest of your night. Keep on playing Smash. If any news that's interesting to me pop up, I will play that. Look again. I think 2000. I think the 23rd, not the 23rd. Sorry.
2019.
No, I'm trying to remember what it is. The 31st will be Sunday. So the 29th. The 29th of December will be the end of the year podcast where we talk about highs and lows and futures of the game, like I always do. So be 7 o'clock. I'll set it up, but the 29th of December. All right, Sunday should be everybody getting your stuff. We talk about gaming for 2000, close out 2018, and let's see what happens in 2019. So with that said, hope you guys enjoy your night. You know the usual. There's no perfect game out there. It's perfect to you, it's not perfect to me. It's perfect to me, it's not perfect to you. Simply enjoy your game on all consoles, even PC. Good night. There's no perfect game out there.